Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Blue 58.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Or a tackle that time by Akello Witherspoon.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Now Rodgers. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing is Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On first down, Rodgers. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. When you throw it this close to the goal line, usually you're thinking touchdown. Here they actually complete it but lose yardage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you have to anticipate that maybe you're going to see a defense that you can make a case that there's 11 in the box. There's just no room. So I'm with you. You've got to find a way to push things downfield a little bit Any type of space is better than what we just saw there. And that end result, not one that's satisfactory to them.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rounding, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Dancing away at the 35. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. To throw, it's Mahomes. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Working from the gun, Mahomes looking deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Open man is Amara Darboh, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Yeah, Liz. Jumbo! Hey!
From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Reggie Ragland coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
319.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
Now it's Rodgers. The hitter here, it's complete. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Here's Rodgers. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off down near the 5. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down. Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
I think someone's going to get into QB10 when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the 2nd person in his ear.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Zoom.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Zoom.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's got his man. It's Darbo. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Rodgers now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Hey. 4 down.
Here's Penny on the counter. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Gun.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Penny will try to punch it in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Forced out to his left, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Aaron Rodgers taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Seahawks add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Green to bring it back. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
Hey, 626.
On play action, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Justin Houston in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The Seahawks on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Zoom. Hey! Jumbo!
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. They've got his man complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Mahomes now on first down. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Green to bring it back. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They give them 27 yards on the third down conversion. This is Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 54 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
That's fine, yeah.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. This is 3rd and goal, this Chiefs defense. They're giving it all they got. Rodgers now to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And he'll take this one near the 25. Call it the 26-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Left.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now Justin Coleman brings him down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Jump out!
Rodgers now on first down. He's got that one complete to Darbo. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
26. We need team.
We're back now in KC.
Let's go, let's go.
And again, it's Rodgers. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me.
And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Mahomes to throw on second down, and he's going to go down again. Frank Clark in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Mike's by 4. Left. I smell fear in that offense.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Box it.
Penny, a first down carry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, giving them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they've wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Here's Rodgers to throw. That's now his 2nd interception and his... Many weeks Techniques from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Single. I got a single on the slot.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A good pick up there, 26 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defenses only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
And the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watch right.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Frank Clark in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Here's Ryan. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now he's flushed out left. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Zerline's kick is good. Now they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire. And they did, holding them to a field goal.
And out come the Chiefs now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Mahomes to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Hunt, and he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Hunt. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. One final try from Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And back at the beginning of the year, they said they thought they could win 10 games. That's such a good number to shoot for. They achieved that here.
And why is that such a good number to shoot for? 10 usually gets you into the playoffs. An excellent goal, and they accomplished it.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.